Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 18 Charger, 18 Charger.
Now the formation angel. Here's Tajay Spear. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever. Set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Ready?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, start. 19, 18. Ready,
Once again, it's Spears. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun, here's Ward. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field.
Ready?
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irvin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Check.
They'll go again here with Irvin. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8.
Here it's ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otten that time around. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
Mustang Knights, 70 range. Dragon 6, 18, 60 Maverick, 6, ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. It's off by Kevin Winston. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 5.
Come on, set. 7, go.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
Third and 5.
Warrior 70. 70. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check go.
Out of the gun, Ward. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down for Tennessee.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 70 Timberwolf.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On the ready.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Couple of runs stopped behind the line, and now it's 3rd and 17.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Shotgun snap for Wolf. Quickly to the outside and complete. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready? Crackle, crackle, 80. Push, go.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Right back to Irvin. And he'll be brought down past the 30. That is good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That's Hutton open downfield. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, it's Irvin. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back in Music City after this. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He'll look middle. He's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
We can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Irvin. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60. Warriors 70. Ready, right?
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Hawk 70. Top up. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That is caught to the goal line and in. Danny Gray. Touchdown Buccaneers. That is second TD catch of the season. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the jump.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on, come on. Set. Viking 18. Ready.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. To the 45. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. It's a big one for Tennessee. 45 yards.
That's good for a tight.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Ready, break. Hey. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run it with Tony Hawk. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
28-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the set.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
6.
To throw is Ward. Open man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back is dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
On 2nd down, Spears. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Okay,
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Down. Bronco 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let go.
They'll try and run here with Spears. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Ready? 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. I got him. Ready?
They snap it to Ward. That is incomplete. Well, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Ready?
On 1st down, here's Irving. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9.
Tag. 60. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now from the gun. Open receiver is Emeka Ibuka. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 37 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready? Panther 60. Come on. Set.
They'll run with Irving. He's to the 10. And he's in. What a drive. Tucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
To kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now it's Ward. He's found his receiver, Butte. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Bronco 80. Hey, watch the back on this play.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
70. Check go.
Here's Ward. They're trying to set up the tight end screen. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 47-yard
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
We'll try again.
Let's go
it's
now.
2nd and 10.
70 Lions. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready,
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That one's good for 29.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Throwing is Ward. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Drop play. Here comes Pollard. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Move the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2.
Viking 18. Cowboy 80.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Okay, break.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut.
From the gun, here's Ward. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
3rd and short. You think this ball is expected to come out quick. But when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
Go.
On 1st down, it's Ward. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tampa.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in Irving. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Give. This is Irving. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
That's good.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let go.
On the ground, go with Rashad White, the back end of Arizona State. White loses the football.
And we talked about it during the break. If they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to get some kind of spark going. And, well, the first drive of this half, the defense has certainly done their part, and now it's up to the offense to do something with it.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. from the 42-yard line. Here's second and 8.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Done. Here's a run up the gut.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Cup 19. 79 Broncos. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. 17 yards on that connection. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, and then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Go! 19 Tiger.
They'll go again here. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Ready. Warrior 70. 18 Cardinal 8. Mustang 19.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Come on. Go!
Don't try to run for it. Here's White. And he will power his way into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown Buccaneers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers able to add on. It is now 27-0. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set. 60 Bison. Bronco 80.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Set, go.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Quickly to the outside and complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Gain of 9 brings up third and 6.
70, Timberwolf.
Out of the gun, Ward. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. First and 10.
Titans, first down.
70 Lions.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Benjamin Morrison there to bring him down.
Morrison. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. It'll get forward to about the 42.
Let's go.
Benjamin Morrison there to bring him down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Brings up third and 2.
Ready.
Third and 2. Ward. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. That brings up fourth and short.
And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
25-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw is Ward. That one pumped by Heilman. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Titans first
60
down.
Bison, 60 Bison.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Go.
Up the middle they go. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Simpson. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 21, here's second and 9.
Tag. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bronco 80. Hut, hut.
Throwing, Ward. That one underneath the Pollard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and
Go
1.
street. Let go.
They'll try and run for the first down. Pollard. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check go.
Here's Spears. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Made at the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Shut up. Panther 60. Big Lion.
Watch the motion.
Ready.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. This one caught at the 4. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment.
Ready, ready.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Jay Spears. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans are able to cut into the deficit.
Titans 7. Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The handoff is Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Ready.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Come on, set. Let's go.
Shotgun snap and a give to White. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Rattler, 18
It is
Rattler.
third and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's well done as they get the conversion on third and 13.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
On the give, it's White. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Another run here with White. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Set it. Steady.
On first down, it's White. And he'll take this one in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Titans 7.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Shot. Ready, ready.
On first down, Ward. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 5.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
To throw is Ward. That one caused a Jimray DK. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Yards. That's good for a
Hot 70. Hot 70.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go.
On play action, it's Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Second and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Down. Hawk set. Mustang 19. Hot, hot.
Again, it's Ward. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Hey, switch! Switch! Switch!
Ward to throw again. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They snap it to Ward. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Broncos 18. Ready, ready.
On first down, here's Irving. Good running inside the 25. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Sack! 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
On the handoff, it's White running right. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Sack! Go!
A run, this is Gilliam. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Come on, come
Here
on.
comes
Sack!
third and
Panther
6.
60, Panther 60. Ready?
Take the snap and go down to a knee. On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This from 34 yards. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This returnable from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Trying to start on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Motion. Reset.
Hut, hut.
And he's brought down after a gain of
Hut, go, hut. Hey.
second down. They need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
60
7.
Vikings, 60 Vikings.
45-yard line.
'70 Timberwolves.
Here's Ward. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Warriors 70.
From the gun, here's Ward. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
80. 18, Pioneer.
To throw on second down is Ward. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd
Here we
and
go,
10.
here we go. 18, 70 Lions. Ready, right?
To the air again. Ward. That's going to be intercepted.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
Shut up.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, right?
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Ready?
2nd and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Down.
3rd and 11.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
So, a win here for the visiting Bucks. They're able to erase the